Water is life. Wetlands are life support systems that ensure functioning of water cycle. Wetlands also provide water, food, and climate security. Wetlands are places where water meets land. Much of the fresh water that we use is made available by an array of wetlands as surface water or through groundwater recharge. Wetland serve as a main source of water for many cities. Wetlands, as kidneys of landscape, purify the water as the water passes through. They lock pollutants in their sediments and vegetation. But of course, not all pollution of any quantity. India, owing to her geographical and climatic diversity, is endowed by a rich diversity of wetlands ranging from high-altitude wetlands of Himalayas, floodplains of mighty rivers Ganga and Brahmaputra, lagoons and mangrove marshes on the coastline, village pond, lakes, marshes, swamps, and reefs in the marine environments. Many of us who are unaware of the critical value of wetlands may ask its importance. Wetlands stabilize water regimes, thus reducing risks of floods and flash floods. Wetlands also prevent droughts. On the coast, wetlands act as buffer from tsunamis and cyclones. Wetlands are critical for our food security. More than 1/5 of world's food, primarily rice and fish, comes from wetlands. Migratory birds escape harsh winters of temperate regions by flying to warmer tropics. If wetlands are lost, these birds will not be able to complete their migration. Wetlands teem with life, supporting a diverse range of plant and animal species. For several rare and endangered ones, these ecosystems are indeed the last refuge. Indian wetlands provide breeding, foraging, and resting ground for nearly 250 such species migrating within Central Asian flyway. The extensive food chain and biological diversity in wetlands make them biological supermarkets. World over, nearly half of wetlands have been lost since the beginning of the century. Some of the major factors leading to wetland degradation and loss are: wetlands should be maintained in their natural form. In no case should a wetland be converted for a non-wetland use or reclaimed. Natural water inflow and outflow patterns should be maintained. Wetlands should not be used for discharging untreated household or industrial waste. Species introduction in wetlands should be done with proper care, so as to reduce the risk of invasive species. Mass tourism in wetlands can add to stress in ecologically fragile areas. Indian Constitution in its Article 51A lays fundamental duty of citizens of India to protect and improve the natural environment, including forests, lakes, rivers, and wildlife. It is required to understand that wetlands are essential not only for humans but for entire life on earth.
Friends, on this World Wetlands Day, I appeal to all of you to put your heart and soul into developing a strong movement for good green deeds in this country. I think this is our green social responsibility towards the society and the nation, and of course for this whole planet. It is our duty to protect the rights of the children who are not yet born. It is our duty also to ensure that we give back to our children an environment which is clean and green and which we all had the privilege to inherit from our great ancestors.